Germany will become totally dependent on Russian energy if it does not immediately change course. Here in the Western Hemisphere, we are committed to maintaining our independence from the encroachment of expansionist foreign powers. It has been the formal policy of our country since President Monroe that we reject the interference of foreign nations in this hemisphere and in our own affairs. Well, I have to say, I think it's very sad when Germany makes a massive oil and gas deal with Russia, where you're supposed to be guarding against Russia, and Germany goes out and pays billions and billions of dollars a year to Russia. So we're protecting Germany, we're protecting France, we're protecting all of these countries, and then numerous of the countries go out and make a pipeline deal with Russia, where they're paying billions of dollars into the coffers of Russia. So we're supposed to protect you against Russia, but they're paying billions of dollars to Russia, and I think that's very inappropriate. And the former chancellor of Germany is the head of the pipeline company that's supplying the gas. Ultimately, Germany will have almost 70% of their country controlled by Russia with natural gas. So you tell me, is that appropriate? I mean, I've been complaining about this from the time I got in. It should have never been allowed to have happened. But Germany is totally controlled by Russia because they were getting from 60 to 70% of their energy from Russia and a new pipeline. And you tell me if that's appropriate, because I think it's not. And I think it's a very bad thing for NATO, and I don't think it should have happened. Now, if you look at it, Germany is a captive of Russia because they got rid of their coal plants, they got rid of their nuclear. They're getting so much of the oil and gas from Russia. I think it's something that NATO has to look at. I think it's very inappropriate. You and I agree that it's inappropriate.
An urgent need for action. Germany's government is beginning 2 days of talks aimed at tackling the energy crisis that's driving up the cost of living. Leading politicians have been gathered at a palace outside of Berlin, where they're due to discuss how to bring soaring gas and electricity bills under control. Among possible measures, the coalition partners are set to debate whether the lives of Germany's remaining nuclear power plants should be extended. The talks come as new inflation data underlines the increasing financial burden facing German households.
In Germany, coal is making a comeback. Here in Bexbach, a power station once marked for closure is being resurrected. It's one of several being brought back online to help fill the gap left by dwindling energy supplies from Russia.
This is serious rationing mode by the Germans. What is the risk now? Is it a sporadic risk or a rising risk of a full cut-off by Putin?
I think it's a rising risk. That's what the German industry is preparing for. Talking to executives kind of behind the scenes, a lot of people just think as soon as we see a cold snap in October or November, Putin's going to cut the gas off, and that will be the maximum pain point. And they're all really preparing for that within the next few months.
Germany will become totally dependent on Russian energy if it does not immediately change course.